I don't know his private life.
Well, you did, because he was a convicted child sex offender.
But again, he paid for it. He said, I paid for it.
So that's it.
For me, he came. I mean, how can you let a criminal like this person out from the prison, from United States?
Paris. For years, young models were recruited here for Jeffrey Epstein. Digging through the Epstein files, CNN found Epstein received dozens of photos of young models, sent by model scouts and agents. We identified at least 6 individuals, not just sending him images of models, but discussing arrangements for him to meet them, even after his 2008 conviction for soliciting prostitution, including with a minor. Now, one of them has agreed to meet with us, here in Paris.
Okay, we're here.
Daniel Siad dealt with Epstein for more than a decade, arranging to send him models.
You didn't think in that time that sending young women, young models, to the US to meet Epstein after he had a conviction for child sex offences, that there may be any risk in that at all?
He has been very professional with me. Never.
But you're not a young woman.
Sorry?
You're not a young woman.
No, listen, it's not good. My work with him has been strictly professional. I never doubt that, because I never heard anything from anyone I introduced him who came back to me that they had a bad situation with him.
The files show Epstein paid tens of thousands of dollars to Siad. In reviewing their correspondence, we found messages like, "Cute French girl in Marrakesh," Siad wrote. "She said that she will be happy to meet you." In another, he says a woman is very polite and has potential as a model or assistant. Siad then sends a photo. "Too old," Epstein replied.
So Epstein wasn't a model agent. Why was he paying you?
No, he was, because they opened an agency, MC Square.
He was not the model agent leading that model agency.
He was a financier but was acting as a casting director for Victoria's Secret.
You believe Epstein was a casting director?
That's how he had been introduced, and how he introduced myself also.
In fact, we found no evidence Epstein had an official recruiting role at either company, MC Squared or Victoria's Secret.
You sent an email in 2018 that said you were looking for a good-looking young assistant. If you're looking for models,
yes,
why are you then looking for an assistant for Jeffrey Epstein?
He asked me for assistant. Maybe it was not on the phone, but when I met him in...
But was that your job?
Sorry? No. But because I trust in him, I believe that this guy is a professional person. He needs somebody. He knows I have a good connections around. If I find the right person who can assist him, I am honored.
One of the people Daniel Siad introduced to Epstein was Juliette. Back in 2004, she was a young model in Paris.
He told me, okay, so I am Danielle. If you are interested, I can have opportunities for you in New York City. Is that country interest you? I was like, yeah, why not?
Juliette had a flight booked for her to New York, where she met Epstein. She described the encounter.
He asked me to undress me. So I undressed me and I kept like I always done underwear. And at this moment, he looked at me and said, "Oh, the bra too." He began to check at me and touch me and say, "Oh, no, that's not okay. Here, that's not okay." He made me turn. Here, I started to have fear. And for me, it wasn't normal.
What do you think you were afraid of?
I was fear because I didn't know about his intention. He just asked me to put off my bra. All was weird and unclear.
We spoke to another former model, Svetlana, who shared a similar story, saying Siad first introduced her to Epstein, who later abused her. Siad maintains he didn't know that the women he sent to Epstein were abused. But he himself is also facing accusations of abuse. Ebba Carlson has accused him of rape when she was a model in France in 1990. Siad denies her allegation.
To be honest with you, I don't remember at all this person, and plus I have never abused any model in my life.
She remembers you.
Listen, I would be very happy to confront her in the court. I don't remember.
Do you have any regret about meeting Jeffrey Epstein?
Yes. I feel it's like a nightmare. I can't believe that this person had another.
You keep saying that, but I keep repeating that this other side of him
Yes.
was public knowledge.
I am not. I'm not a person who is like a press, looking at the internet to go this kind of really.
But you were aware.
Sorry.
You were aware.
Of what?
His conviction for child sex
Me, you're
offences.
repeating the same question.
Well, you're telling me that you don't read the press. That
No,
you.
man, listen. I didn't know a lot about him until when he comes to Paris, and I told you again. He said he passed his due to the government. So for me, he's free, man. He's clean. How can a government of the United States let this person out from jail? How?
It's
And-
not.
Huh?
It's not just the government, though, is it? We have a personal responsibility. If we don't think someone,
Listen.
that's my question.
The justice. There is a superpower.
That's enough, okay? It's not a trial, right?
You want me to stop interview?
Yeah.
Can I ask a final question?
But you are nasty. You are not. I'm very honest, sincere with you, and you are repeating the same thing. I mean, I'm nobody. I'm somebody from the mountain. When you meet somebody, a billionaire, well-known person worldwide, and so on, he was convicted with all whatever he did, as when I find out after and so on, and he's free. He came to Paris. He's free. He said, I paid. And the agency didn't close. He was such a powerful person, and how can I not trust him?
After Epstein's 2008 conviction, Siad wasn't the only one who continued giving Epstein access to the modelling industry. Faith Cates, the co-founder of model agency Next Management, is another. In 2010, 2 years after his conviction, Epstein asked Cates for a great girl to take to an event. Cates replied, "Let me think who is around, XOXO." Cates reportedly left Next Management last year, and her spokesperson told CNN she was grossly misled by Epstein. Then there is modelling scout Ramsey El-Holly. In 2009, he describes to Epstein a model as a gift that I had been planning on giving you. And then there is Jean-Luc Brunel, who ran multiple model agencies and was accused in civil court in 2014 of bringing girls to the US to farm them out to his friends, especially Epstein. Brunel was himself charged in France with underage sex crimes, but died in prison in 2022 while awaiting trial. He denied all charges. There is now an ongoing investigation in France into Epstein and his connections there. Siad is under investigation, according to the Paris prosecutor's office, but he says police have not spoken to him. For victims of Epstein around the world, they await justice from the courts. Katie Poglaise, CNN, Paris.